right. All right. So, recap today. Today is when my group PTO would go to retreat from the 23rd to 25th. They go into Corpus, okay? And normally, I would be on that trip right now with the help of one of the members to drive me there. That guy was really nice and helpful. But because of my flip on stage and then security stuff, and I mean, I explained that I just came back from Cali. I just did one time. I was excited, but I'm going to say this story because you guys are not going to believe in God, right? But when you hear this story, you're going to understand why I did the way I did. So in that beginning, it was about 2 weeks ago, I think, probably on a Sunday in church, when I came back from Cali that Saturday, right? I had just came back after we already missed our second flight to go back home because my mom wanted to take more pictures, so we got delayed because of that. So then later on, I did that, and I came back, and then it was like this, right? I was happy that it was Sunday, so I got to go to church, and I was happy that I made my name onto the list for future projects. What I didn't realize was that when the pastor was saying that God is going to show 3 times a day, okay? And when he said that, I was like, whoa, why did he say that? Like, it was just so weird. Like, I of all my life, I've realized my life is really interesting. Almost like Jesus, kind of, and in that similar path, I don't know how to tell you guys in a short story. You're just going to have to learn more about my life as I go on. I should start documenting, like on a journal, how this is related in my past before, like what Jesus went through. You know, I think it's because we go through a lot of things that's why we're very similar. But there's things that I do realize in the Bible that most people do not have experience. Some have experienced so much pain and this stuff in certain ways, where it's like some people didn't even experience that because they never really I don't want to say care, but at the same time, it's just like they never had that option to like kind of, access that similar path. But yeah, so back to my story. I did a flip on stage when they did the music. The guy was basically telling me to get on for some reason. Obviously he's just hyping up, right, in the video. I posted on TikTok and I got like 1,900 views right now. Currently is August 26th, right? So today's that. It's a Friday. And yeah, I would be literally on that trip right now, not worrying about school or college. But that's a good thing that I didn't get to go, because then I was able to do stuff today. As an example, I had jury duty on the 28th. So like I had to like, I'm sorry, not the 26th. Today is the 23rd right now. My bad, sorry. But in 5 days, hold up. Yeah, 5 days from now, it would be the 28th, right? So that's why I said you had to exam 5 days before. So I had to be important to do that, or I would have to go Jersey. And yeah, I'm not trying to get out of it just because I really want to do it later on, but I have college stuff now, so I also got to work. So I have all this stuff, right? It's stacked up in bills and stuff, so I can't just take my time in this long trial court case. I met like this black lady at college, and she told me like she was working there, and she said her last day was Thursday, and she told me this right before. Like, I swear to you guys, I cannot make this shit up. Like, it's connected, yo. Like, the dots are all connected. So I get it now. I know why Pastor Brandt said that, because he was trying to show a movie about Jesus doing this revive thing with his, dead friend in the past. And, in that movie, it was like they thought he didn't care because it's like, your friend is dying, you don't do anything to help. But then later he revived him. So what I'm trying to say is, like, in my story, normally I was supposed to go to retreat in any other lifetime because someone paid for my scholarship to do it as well. I only had to pay $25. They gave me my refund back. So I'm telling you guys, when I was supposed to do the PTO retreat, I think everyone wanted me to go. Like, they just really liked me and told me awesome stuff. And so they did something else for me to help me feel better, and I appreciate it. So I'm not going to say what, it's a secret, but I did do my own research and learning online, like stuff to see what they do at the retreat. So I kind of get it. And so now if you guys saw my post, like I was talking in my letter, that's what they give, not to spoil everything else. But I really appreciate what they did for me. Anyways, so let me go back. So yeah, I was never meant to go on retreat. I was meant to stay here And this today, last night and yesterday, my mom broke the water faucet for outside. So I had to, like, tell her, like, we could just replace it, save money. She was trying to get a handyman. I was like, we don't have money, so we just get to replace it. Ask a neighbor, dad, that's nice, and they did and helped us out, so I appreciate that. And then my mom also had a leak in the bathtub for my brother's restroom, and my mom's friend came to help that, and so he helped that because he did it before when mine busted the first time. He thought I busted again, but it wasn't. It was my brother's restroom. It's just old, so yeah, like that's just so old right now. And like when I see my Channy app and I see all this stuff it's saying about me, it's just coming true and true more. I'm like, and the thing is, it's crazy to have like the sun as your whatever the week or tarot, whatever it is. I'm still new to this, so I don't know like how long it lasts or a certain time, but I just know it's really hot in Texas right now. So I wonder I'm the reason why it's so hot now. Just kidding. No. But like really, yeah, I think it's so hot in Texas. It's crazy. It's like around this time right now. Yeah, I need to do my best to like try to help save this world because I just felt like all my life I had dreams about being a hero and stuff, and like fear and scary nightmares. All like people don't get my dreams. When I was a kid, I was dreaming so many nightmares. I had a nightmare on top of a nightmare, and if I woke up and slept again, I had the same nightmare again. It just didn't help because I remember those dreams. So yeah, I guess it got me ready for life, because I wasn't scared as much anymore after I train, work out, and dude, it said I was right. Like when I was younger, I was a weak dude. Like I was skinny and sick, but then I trained myself and I got stronger, and I was able to overcame the dreams, my fears, and beating them up and just like not being scared no more. And then after that, those nightmares never came back. It was like as if like there's so much fear and doubts and anxiety in my head, but I was able to conquer them. So this year I was able to conquer fear of stage fright, performing a play for my first time in my life. I swear to you guys, I've never performed my play in my entire life. That was the first time in LA. Oh my God. But yeah, like literally, I don't even care what my hair looks like. I just woke up, took a shower, and yeah, today, one of the black girls that worked at the Northwest Vista, and I was able to, do my stuff on the computer because they let me, because the library was closed. And then I talked to her again, and, it was a good time. And she told me I inspired her to write her play and submit it for a film festival in here in San Antonio, and it was the 30th. So I wasn't here that time. I was on my trip. So, yeah, I did that. Like, I did that. I inspired her, bro. Like, she took that first step. And she would ask me if I wanted to be acting for her script. I was like, yes. Like, I want the experience, so this is good. I don't need I don't need to get an agency right away. It's like, it's such a waste of money, headshot. So when it's like, yeah, I need to work and find money, but it's like, I want to build my craft, and I want to get so good at it that they don't even tell me I need to do acting or training or whatnot. Because once they see the proof, they're going to be like, yo, this guy is a genius at his craft. I really am when it comes to like this type of stuff, because like, it took me so long to figure out what my major wanted, and then doing boot camp Marines. Like I was like, oh, I don't like this. Oh man, I can't see myself passing this test when I'm not even paying attention. Like it's just all kinds of things were coming in my head. Like I wanted to be like David Goggins, like a motivational speaker. I don't need to be like David Goggins. I just need to be myself. And yeah, it's like I tell you guys this, like I was meant, for some reason when I was on that stage, when God told me to go up there, I was just happy. So I just did my flip thing and prayed. It was really quick. The reason why I can't go on retreat is because they thought like some like guy stabbed this dude in like Australia who was another like CityChurch over there, like pastor retreat. So they just, yeah, I guess they just assumed I was crazy. Probably because I told the other pastor that, yeah, by the way, I grew up like this way, and I tried to convey him. But because they were scared, they just thought I was crazy probably. And I mean, even if they don't admit it, I mean, I understand that because it's like they didn't have the time to process it. Plus, like, imagine saying, yeah, fortune cookies predicted my trip. Because that's literally what happened. Fortune cookies did predict my trip. I never did, like, I never believed in them. But, like, I prayed during that day before I went. And I was like, God, give me a sign. And then he gave me a sign. He gave me 3 signs. I was like, oh, my God, bro. So, yeah. Now you guys understand, like, everything that's happened to my life has been connected the dots. I know it sounds crazy, but it all connected. I wasn't meant to go on retreat. And I was supposed to, like, be here at this right exact moment, helping my mom and just inspiring other people and just doing my life, going back to finish my degree, and maybe I get more experience this way too. So then I can say, oh, yeah, I finally complete my 2-year associates. I was 4 classes away. It's crazy. But yeah, that, and also just like having the ability to back up what I say, right? Can I imagine going to get diagnosed for ADHD meds? It's going to be hard because I talk a lot. So if I talk a certain way, it's going to sound crazy. But that's because if I eat or not, it's depending on how I feel. But right, so if I tell you guys this, right, word for word, exactly how I went through these things, then it makes sense. But if I said it in a different way and it sounds chaotic and people can't slow down to, understand it, I need to slow down so people can understand. I watch some stuff and when it be boring, I go to 2 times and I watch it in that speed because it just like, that's how I learn sometimes if it's just too slow, like it's crazy. But yeah, everything makes sense, bro. Like there's a God, there's things that's happening. I even saw something that was really scary to think about because as I woke up on Instagram, there was this thing about this Republican guy who was a former military vet, Purple Heart, he got shot. He's a Trump supporter more likely because he thinks like China is enemy, and he could be right. China could be enemy. All the countries could be the enemy. But like the thing is, when you think like that, you're not gonna have peace. So like I really know like if whatever reason, like I don't know if I want to say it because it might scare you guys. If there was ever a Russian missile EMP attack and we lose our power, 90% of us would die in America, and it would last a year. And so when I heard this, and they're shutting it down like media and stuff, but it's just like I don't think he was, because if he was truly trying to help, he wouldn't like make a book and profit out of this. Obviously, right? Like you said you can like buy it and then refund it, but you never know that. It's just like, bro, I don't know. I mean, it takes money to make an ad. So like, what I'm trying to say is like 60, 70 bucks to survive, whatever that happens next. That's crazy. Cause like this guy's already given up on trying to like find peace and stuff. And I haven't I've gone through things that I feel like I could overcome things with peace and like be like Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr. It's just like things I've went through already. So it's just, now I just gotta show it and step up and not be scared, And if I can save the world before that happens, and yeah, I mean, okay, I'll be honest. For my psychic stuff, they're just random, and they're mostly disasters. So like, 11 years old, predicted grandmother's death. 2017 predicted COVID killing us. Last year I predicted war. And the war came this year. So what I'm trying to say is, most of my predictions are not very good when it comes to those big events. When it comes to like predicting things I can do to change to help the work or environment or around me, or what I sense that's not going to work. Example, at the acting place, I did not sense the first kid I got partnered with because he chose our level, skill level, and tried to match our partner. He didn't do that. He just chose everyone else, and they all had good partners, and then I just got left over, whatever is left. And honestly, I don't want to feel like that guy, but the kid was really new. Like, he didn't know what improv was. And I know what that is. I took some experience. But it's just, I'm new because I am new, but it doesn't mean I'm not talentless. Like, I was able to show that still, right? So, some people don't really have the courage to do what I did. So, yeah, I just risk it because I believe in myself and the biscuit. But yeah, after when I was like struggling the first couple of days because I couldn't understand his lines, they were so weird to memorize. I was like, I just gotta listen to what they say. But even when I did do good and everything, and his son messed up, I didn't get an agent to pick. So I knew it wasn't gonna get me what I wanted. The last person just picked me for a future project, but I think she and him are close, and they just do this together. And that's like basically like when he said like you're 90% guaranteed to get a call back, like I would believe that. But I also think, like, it was sketch. Because it's like I don't know. I can't say everything was a scam. Because, like, there was people that did help me and care. It's just, I don't think I would put my kid through that. Like, that was just too much. Especially when he was so very stressed and angry. And I was sensing those things. And no matter how good he was at, like, trying to portray he's, like, this mastermind and everything, like, But the thing with that is, like, they're also people that manipulate emotions and stuff, too. So it's like, you've been an actor for this long, you don't want to show creativity for others. You want to just show that only you do it so you get the credit.